So boom, check it. Listen, guys, listen. I'm gonna give you a little, real quick, backstory. So, if you don't know, obviously, if you've been with this channel for a minute, you know my two favorite games. Number two, Cyberpunk 2077, even though it launched trash, and Life is Strange, the original. I like all the other ones too, but the original was first. It got me hooked. So I'm not gonna sit here and argue which was better. You know how that goes. And nearing the Life is Strange before the no Life is Strange 2 to Life is Strange True Colors, there's been videos, talking negative about, Life the original or True Colors, not really the new one or the past two Captain Spirit stuff like that. And I've always like sit there and watched it, and I would talk to myself. Because listen, everybody do weird stuff when they in their room. Some people talk to themselves, some people dance. I do both. Like, so I was basically trying to rebuttal what they're saying, listen to what they're saying, commentate over what they're saying, and it was basically what I'm doing now. Well, what I'm about to do now, and I'm about to react to this video, reaction style, and I'm going to put in my intakes. No disrespect to hold on, what channel this is? Uh, Dumbsville. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? It's just these videos I want to talk about just so we can get in depth or get in depth with the problem, or see what's good, or see if something is just over exaggerated, or see if stuff is like actually the problem. So no hate towards them. You know how it go. I ain't got that much family anyway, so my ain't nobody gonna go to this channel and talk shit. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so let's just get into it. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. And I will be pausing, guy. I'm not gonna sit here like the other reactions. This is 3 minutes, so it is kind of crazy. Let's just see how far we get. Now, before I assign you homework with this lecture, will you please sign the petition to keep our campus from going back to 1980? This is like George Orwell's book, 1984. Oh, what's going on with my bro? What's happening to my? Okay, someone's happening with my buttons.
You know what? Before I begin, I want to do something positive. This game means a lot to certain people.
Like me, yeah.
Their lives,
Yeah.
and quite a few people associate this game with helping them through a rough spot. So I'm going to begin this video by very disjointedly talking about the things I like about this game. First off, the soundtrack isn't too bad. It's not exactly full of bang.
The soundtrack is amazing. And I ain't gonna lie. Listen, look, I liked indie stuff before then, but I didn't realize what indie was. The game came out around 2008, 2017. Back then, I didn't know that indie songs were the songs I was listening to, but I've been listening to indie songs. And Life is Strange with the soundtrack, bro. That soundtrack was saved immediately, bro. It had some good, bro. Daughter wasn't on this one. It was Called to the Mountains. It was what else was it? American Girl. Uh, what's another one, bro? There's so many good ones. I can't even think off top. Uh, and I don't know the names. I know the songs by heart, but I don't know the names. But no, the catalog was amazing. Listen, indie songs are just like a good vibe song, bro. Yeah, you get down with some rap, you get down with some pop, but like indie's just smooth, and it makes you just feel relaxed, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So I ain't gonna lie, it was amazing. Like for me at least, I ain't gonna lie.
For what it is, it's relaxing, ambient, and fits the tone.
Exactly.
It has melodies to it. I don't like every track in the game, and once again, I wouldn't blast this in my car or anything.
That's the one, bro. No, it's not indie. Like some indie songs, you're not gonna blast in your car. I'm not gonna blast. Uh, I think that's to all of you. I'm not. I'm not blasting to all of you on my way to work. I ain't gonna lie, but it is a good song to chill out to you in your room. Throw on like this is competing with lo-fi right now. You know what I'm saying? But like it's not like yeah, of course. And in a song you're gonna hear in the club, but it's just because you don't hear a song or play a song in a specific instance. Like people don't play sad music in the club, but trust me, sad boy radio still hitting millions. Like you know what I'm saying? But no, he does. He ain't gonna bump it in the car, but that would be funny. Pull up to some fucking two. Nah, that would be funny though. I ain't gonna lie.
Anything. The soundtrack on its own is pretty decent. Furthermore,
Indeed.
the concept is really unorthodox, but in a really good way. This is the first game where you play as a high schooler.
Okay, now If he's talking about the like revert rewind powers, yes, out of all of them, I can't say that is the most convoluted one because teleportation, keeping items, not keeping items, the storm. How did it happen? What's the real ending? Why are there? How did everybody die? If blah blah blah, this and that, stuff like that. Um, so yeah, out of all of them, because Life is Strange Before the Storm didn't have any power, even though they try to elude Rachel Amber had a power. Rachel Amber's overrated. Uh, Life is Strange 2 had the telekinesis, which was plain and simple, but you didn't get to play as them. But I doubt you having the power made any real difference. But that's why I like that game more than most people. True Colors is was the emotion. It's a certain word for it. I can't remember right now. So yeah, the emotion one taking people's emotions and how Charlotte felt was like up there with like whoa, what is this and all that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the reverse power, yeah, it is the convoluted out of all the games, and generally speaking, yes.
Except for that, but it is the first supernatural high school game where you solve a conspiracy. Except that, but it is the first video game where you play as a teenage high school girl with psychological horror scenes rooted in feminine fears and insecurity, with multiple endings. Except that.
Okay. We get it. Yes, bro. First of all right. Let's not sit here and lie. Like some media just like to be in certain locations. All animes are in high school. All movie sets is all horror films are in the woods. But yeah. There are games like. But what I got to say to that is he's right.
That, okay, maybe it's not entirely original, but it is part of a niche
Nah,
genre
but
for high
you
school
you
girls.
really can't say no game is original. I mean, some games are gonna draw off some of them, regardless. Like even if you want to make a game from scratch, you're gonna borrow some elements either accidentally or you intentionally. So if you make a whole game blind to all games, people want to say it's like this, so it's like this. You know what I'm saying? So you know how it goes.
Girls Simulator. And for that, I can kind of respect it, even if I'm not too big on the execution. I think this game also helped the industry a bit, allowing games that I do enjoy, like.
Yes, Night in the Wood is amazing. I wish I would have played it before I watched it, but it was amazing. I ain't gonna lie. So Night of the Wood is also good, but yes, it did open the door for more story-based games. I thought Night in the Woods was older, so I am surprised to know that. But I probably knew that and just it evaporated from my mind. But you know how it is. But yeah, Night in the Woods was also a good one. I gotta watch more people play that because that is a good game. I ain't gonna lie.
Night in the Woods to really shine a bit, since people will inevitably be looking for similar experiences to Life is Strange. And for that, I can respect Life is Strange in those regards. Now, going forward, I'm not going to be nearly as nice to this.
Thank you. I'm here to, rebuttal. I'm not here to, I ain't here to rainbows and cupcakes. I'm here to talk the facts. You know what I mean? Or at least my perspective, whatever.
And just remember, you're not obligated to watch this video.
True, but I'm gonna watch it anyway.
There are plenty of other videos on this game criticizing and.
Yes, and might react to them. I don't know. Yeah, first of all, yours is the longest. No one can. Never mind. That is an hour. I ain't gonna hold you. But now, man, me pausing is gonna hit. We're gonna hit an hour. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna hit an hour. I hope you guys are ready. We're gonna hit an hour. Listen, I like debates anyway. So if you hear from me chatting, hey, this matter of fact, this is my version of TO Radio. He's not the only one that got a podcast. Like this give you my podcast. Well, it's a reaction, but you get the joke. Come on, just roll with the joke.
Praising it. And once again, if this game influenced you positively, I can't really hate on it. My point is, no matter what your opinion is,
It has influenced me positively.
just remember, this is a fake video game, and someone not exactly loving it isn't a reason to hate them. Hate me.
Exactly, guys. So just because I be like he right or he wrong, don't be crying or whatever. I'm just here to speak the facts. That's all.
Do it honestly. And with that out of the way, this is my review of Life is Strange.
Let's go.
Life is Strange fucking sucks.
That's not. Hey, bro, you can't. That's just opinionated, but let's see why. Let's see why he thinks that.
This game is an overrated disaster. It's fucking horrid. If it wasn't obvious already, I really don't like this game. When the game isn't gaslighting you into liking these awful, horrible, terrible characters, it's bombarding you with the worst dialogue known to man.
We'll get into all this. I think this is just like the.
I I wouldn't really call this a game. I think endurance test is more appropriate. Now, I know all this is one massive hot take, and I'm gonna have to elaborate one way or the other. So this is my review of Life is Strange, a game that I really, really do not like. Also, quick side note, I really only died into the first game. I've only played a little bit of Before the Storm, but I never finished it and kind of forgot about it. The rest of the franchise seems pretty self-contained, so I doubt it would really change anything. But just in case it isn't, I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm also playing and reviewing the original game. There's a remastered version that apparently is worse. At least so I've heard. Personally, I don't feel like getting 40.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard any bad things about the remaster. I do some care. No, I am mad that they did Samuel dirty. Why they change? No. I'm thinking of okay. I was thinking of I was thinking of the Samuel's voice actor got changed in Life is Strange Before the Storm, which I think that got remastered too. But still, they ruined my man's voice. Listen, they made him way creepier than he. Listen, no, I like Samuel. Samuel was a good character. He was the homie. Like, come on, but I digress. I don't even know what I was talking about. So let's just keep it pushing.
Dollars to an NFT factory just to tell you that it probably sucks.
Oh, you're saying like the remaster? I haven't heard anything, but I wouldn't be surprised. I ain't gonna lie.
Anyways, this is my review of Life is Strange, you
But to be fair, if you type in X games slash glitches, you gonna find glitches for every game, and if you put that in front of people and you say, oh, this is how the game is all the time, people gonna have that perspective. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. But I haven't played the remastered, and I watched a couple. I watched two people recently. They haven't ran into any bugs I can think of. So I don't know. So yeah, you know what I mean.
Shaka Bra. Round 1, these characters fucking suck. In Life is Strange, you play as Maxine Caldwell, a senior student at
Caldwell's crazy.
Blackwell Academy, a private boarding school where she's learning photography. However, she wakes up with mysterious time powers. Where does she get these time powers? Never explained.
Yeah, pretty much. Everybody says the butterfly, the picture. It was never explained really. But it happened in the bathroom. So, butterfly photo. Who knows? Is she really just absorbed? No, like, I mean, if we're staying in the Life is Strange universe, they kind of just have the powers and it just awakens or something like that. So, did they tell us where it come from? No, and you know what I'm saying.
And due to these powers, she has visions of a giant tornado for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason.
Sometimes the powers will conveniently go away for some reason.
True.
Max can also travel through time by staring at photos.
True.
Really intensely. How she is very conveniently able to go back in time with some photos and not other ones is beyond me. But
True.
who cares? All the while, Max is uncovering a giant conspiracy with twists and turns so out of left field and fucking stupid that you will be shocked once you realize this game has an overwhelmingly positive.
Yes, over. Oh man, okay. We're gonna have fun with this. I'm not gonna lie.
Perception on Steam. All the while, you'll meet a wide variety of characters, around 24 in fact, and you'll be in awe once you remember only 9 of them.
I can name off more. All right, we got we got Max, we got Chloe, got got Joyce, we got uh um no, I'm blanking because I'm trying to do it fluently. We got Joyce, uh I'm trying to remember one character's name. David Madsen. We got um dang, bro. No, why am I? Nah, this is gonna look bad. This is gonna look. I'm blanking. Uh, all right, Nathan, Victoria. Uh, that's six. That's six. Um, Juliet. Uh, 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 Sean Prescott. Uh, um, Samuel. One more. Um, one more, bro. I'm blanking hard. Bro, one more. Courtney, there we go. 10, let's go. Listen, I'm not. I could if you show me their faces, I'd be like, yeah, I know that character, but off the dome is crazy. I haven't played the game in years, but yeah, no, no. You will you remember some characters more than others? Yeah, of course. Like, come on.
Only enjoy the company of two of a good majority of these characters are absolutely abhorrent people. But it's not just that they're unlikable. Some characters are awful, horrible, terrible.
I'm getting did zoom in on Chloe. Guys, everybody see Chloe's either you love her or hate her. I ain't gonna lie, and I love her, so that so obviously I get it.
Evil people. The game kind of gaslights you into liking them. Some characters are so cartoonishly evil that I half expect Spider-Man to start fighting. Or some characters are just obnoxious. I kind of want them.
Bro, my boy Warren was kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? He was down for the cause. You can't be dissing my man Warren. I mean, come on.
By proxy anyway. And the characters I don't hate are usually just kind of bland and are relegated as forgettable side characters. Thankfully for the main.
Okay, now are the side characters side characting? Yes, they are. Now, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like they are side characters, but you know that happens with side characters. You know, do you really want to go on a run with Justin to the skate park and learn more? But like, come on, like, um, but yeah, they are side characters. I ain't gonna lie. Some more than others, you know, but you know, side characters, side characters. I ain't gonna lie.
Main character Max, though, she is the side character. In my opinion, Maxine Caldwell is really boring. She's a shy dork, and that's about it. With most of her personality being stating mundane bullshit.
That is a tasty plasma. Fortnite.
Okay, bro. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. You right, but listen, that fixer, you will be lying to yourself that if you looked at that character, you looked at how she talked, if she wouldn't say that. Like you can't say that they don't all match up. Like bro, if I was friends with Max and she said some shit like that, I'll tell her to shut the fuck up. But I wouldn't be surprised that she said it. So you know what I mean? Like, come on.
Spouting off internalized exposition.
I was in the bathroom. He shot that poor girl.
This guy, he tripped and fell in the back of McDonald's.
Bro, these memes make me forget about what I'm talking when I post. Yes, she do be doing exposition crazy like anime. Like anime explain the whole thing before it happens, after, and during. So you know, I understand that.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram.
And every once in a while making a really cringy pop culture reference.
Yes, yes. Yes, that is cringy. Yes, but that was the point. Like bro, I know she did. I know the voice actor did not one off this without anybody snickering or laughing, bro. That's kind of the point. And that when it gets to like the bad dialogue, I'll talk more in about that. But they I'm pretty sure they didn't write that in to be like, this gonna hit. Like they knew it was like, yeah, I'm saying a joke line, but I copy.
So Max never has to chase it down. Maybe I could sneak in and watch Final Fantasy Spirits with.
Okay, the only reason I did that because that's their property, but I would do that to Angle. Like, come on, you gotta plug your own, you gotta plug your other IPs, bro. Like, come on.
Make this the last ad you ever see with AdBlock 360.
Yeah, I'm gonna block this bitch.
Click on Act.
But to give the game some credit, I do think this could be an intentional choice. Making Max more bland could allow the player to insert themselves.
I don't know if it's inserting yourself. I just think that like if Max was a real pusher, she would just be that bland. Like listen, I've met some AIs in my lifetime, bro. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Like AIs exist, bro. This one guy at my work is like, bro, like this he came fresh off the press. He came straight from the factory, bro. Straight AI. But no, I think it's just more of her character, and that's just how she talks. She be poets everything, kind of like Greg. Greg? No, from Ward from uh night no. Jeez, bro. Every time I record I blank. Guys, you don't understand. When you're a YouTuber and you want to remember something, when you're recording, you ain't gonna remember shit. But as soon as you turn it off, Over the Garden Wall. So it's like Ward from Over the Garden Wall. Ward's always talking about some poetry and shit. Is he more fleshed out? But yeah, but you get the point, man. But talking, chatting NPC basically. And I don't think it's a really character insertion because they want you to follow a certain path, kind of like bro, I when I say I blank, I blank. The other choice place game where Android Detroit Become Human. All right, so like that game, they want you to have a specific ending, unless you purposely choose like the bad endings. Then they'll have you, go through like their version of the bad ending. There's no really bad ending in Life is Strange. They're trying to tell a story, so they're gonna tell a story, and they'll give you some leeway with the choices, basically.
allowing for more intimacy with the actual game's narrative, since this is a choice-driven game after all. Of course, all that choice-driven stuff is complete bullshit, but we'll get to that later. Still, I can't help
Yeah,
but
we'll get
wish
to it later
he were
too.
a bit more charismatic. I'm not asking for Nathan Drake or anything, just a little bit more spunk and personality.
But that, bro, I think her being bland is like that's her character. Like that's just like that's why Chloe and is like such juxtaposed. Like how can they be friends? She's this and she's that. So like what I'm saying, I think that's just like literally her character. And yes, it is bland, but hey, bro, sometimes it gotta be bland, bro. I like Max. Cool. I will. She could chill. We'll go to like a amusement park and she could stop at every sign and say, "Oh God!"
So Woods was able to do this, so was the Wolf Among Us. I kind of wish Life is Strange did the same. It certainly wouldn't have hurt it. You have other characters like Warren, who I'm sure means well. When you start sending me goddamn 2012 cat memes,
To be fair, it was like an older. The game was set on an older time span, but yeah, Warren. Now Warren was like Warren was a simp. I ain't gonna lie, he was down bad. He was down bad. He should have just went with Brooke. I don't know why Brooke bro like how you miss Brooke goes straight to Max. I ain't gonna lie. Like but sometimes you blinded by like what you want and not seeing what's in front of you on some emotional.
and start saying interwebs unironically.
It'll be so karmic to see your ass clown face all over the interwebs.
I can't help but kinda hate you. Nothing personal. He's also extremely creepy, hitting on Max every other
Oh, okay, he's not creepy, bro. Calm down. He just shooting his shot, bro. Like, come on, like I ain't gonna lie, he's braver than 90% in the watching this video. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he walked up to the girl he finds attractive, said, "Hey, let's go to a movie." Like, that's not creepy, bro. He just you know.
interaction they have together in this very incelish way.
So you're sensitive.
Well, yeah, I ain't gonna lie that.
Ouch, that sounds awful the way you say it.
How so?
Sensitive usually means won't be having sex with you.
How the hell Max puts up with him is beyond me, and why people would want the romantic option with him is also
Nobody wanted a romantic, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Whoever chose the romantic option with Warren did it just out of spite. like just out of spite because they didn't like Chloe that much. Like, well, because if they finished the game outright, like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even have to check the stats, bro. I know it's like 80% with the Chloe. 90. This nigga got like 2%. I ain't gonna lie, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody actually because the story that they want to tell is that Max comes back together, they're a relationship, and then you choose her over Bane. That was like I believe the goal, or you sacrifice Chloe, but yeah, nobody's choosing Warren. Come on.
so beyond me.
This works. You get a free hug.
No, baby. This guy is so much of a red flag. He's played by Ryan Gosling.
You like to hurt people, huh? Like Max? Like Kate? Like me?
Next, you have Mr.
I was gonna say something, but I blanked out.
Max's teacher, and the entire reason she's going to Blackwell in the first place. He's okay, I guess. Next, you have these goddamn cartoon bad guys. First, you have Victoria Chase, who is pretty much a
Okay. Cartoon bad guys. No, not David. Victoria. I ain't gonna lie. Nathan, no. Okay, so Victoria, yes. Okay, because she doesn't get no like backstory. The only time you get to talk to her like seriously is like when you're at the party and you're trying to warn her about Nathan, and if she gets captured at the dark room, and then even then you don't. She just says, I'm trying to be nice," and then actually goes back to just but is always mean and stuff like that. And then in the dark room, she just saying, "I don't want to die." That's what anybody will fucking say. So, yeah, okay. Bland, Victoria, yes. Nathan, no. Nathan got hella manipulation. he's on drugs, he got guns, this happened, like a lot of things goes into Nathan, but he's a part of the main story. David, he's a whole okay, he has the military background, but he's trying to come back to a normal life. He wants to he likes Joyce. He loves Joyce, but her Joyce's daughter Chloe, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Chloe is having a hard time coping with the dad. Hey, I ain't gonna say they're deep in character. Victoria, no, she's blander than Cracker. I ain't gonna lie. Blander than the can't say that. Blander than white paint. Something. You copy. You copy.
Mean Girl's knockoff character. Her personality traits are being better than everyone
Yep.
else, and literally nothing else.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That is sad face.
Yeah, Becky, you hear the new Drake album? It's the most one-dimensional generic female bully you can
True,
ever
true.
read. This game came out in 2015, and yet this character feels like she came out in 2000.
It was 2015, bro. I thought it was 27. Damn, 2015, bro. I'm trying to go back to 2015. I ain't gonna lie, but nah, that's crazy. I probably should did more research before doing this video. But hey, listen, spontaneous videos is where I get the most creative juices out, and everybody loves my juice. Okay, hold on, my fault, my fault.
7.
Why don't you go fuck yourself,
The next cartoon bad guy is Nathan Prescott, a character who lives in a
Let's see what he has to say before we talk on it.
very wealthy family, and whose family pumps a large amount of money into the school. He's also mentally unhinged, but not like in a well-written way.
But you see how he's talking about more character, more background with Nathan. That's just alluding to Nathan and Septush having more, backstory, character, whatever.
Or so in a hilariously over-the-top kind of way.
You know who the fuck I am or who you're messing.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't say, bro. He's off the meds. He doesn't like his father. He's linking up with the creepy dude that be stealing girls and taking pictures. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled out the guy. Like, come on, he's over here kidnapping. Like, come on, like he's like you can't really say the motherfucker that's kidnapping females pulled out a gun and get surprised. Like, come on.
The dude is a goddamn Batman villain. I can't tell if he's about to shoot up the school or poison Gotham's water supply. However,
Probably
he's
gonna do
also very
both.
pick and choosy with what he actually does. He's fully okay with choking a woman in a parking lot, like his name is Ezra Miller. But in a diner with one police officer, he's just
Okay, bro, that was literally there. It was two people. It was Warren and Max. Yes, you say one police officer like he can't get arrested, even though he got him in their pocket. If anything, he just would have got escorted out. Like, come on. What he was he gonna do? Sorry, wailing on Max in front of everybody, and it's just gonna be fine. Like, come on. Nathan already gets yelled at by his father enough. You think you think some fucking Chris Brown shit's gonna make anything better? Like, come on, guy. That's redonkulous.
gonna sit there and talk to you.
By the way, thanks for getting me fucking expelled, you tweet bitch. You're lucky this is a public place.
Overall, this character is cartoonishly out of touch. Get used to that, by the way. It feels more like what the writers think a mentally ill person is like. Yet another one-dimensional character in this pile of shit game. There's also David Madsen, the stepdad of Max's
Nah, I don't think Nathan's one dimensional though.
best friend Chloe.
I think that one call that he gave before he died was more impactful than like anything Victoria has done. I ain't gonna lie. So, yeah, just to say, but Victoria, I can agree on that. Nathan and him on the screen, no. I keep on forgetting David. Yeah.
Who is the third cartoon bad guy in a row. He's a tough-as-nails war vet and a security guard at Blackwell. It's implied he watches the quarter.
This is what happens at these PC bullshit colleges. Once I establish my theocracy, I will throw you in my dungeon and let you rot for eternity.
And probably domestically abuses Chloe. The thing is, and this is really weird to say, but David might be one of the best characters in this game. Despite all of his problems.
Okay, if he's the best character, why did you say he was the cartoon villain? But we'll see what he has to say though. We'll see.
He does actually have a redemption arc. And just like you throughout the game, there is a conspiracy he's trying to uncover. His method.
Okay, so if redemption arc is a qualification for whether a character is good or not, so okay, so he's basically okay. He said the reason that David he's trying to uncover, the whole what's going on in this campus, and also he has a redemption arc. Now Nathan, we let's not sit here and lie. Nathan's little call at the end was not. It was not a. It technically was redemption, but it like come on, he took phone call saying I'm sorry, I didn't want to hurt anybody. Yeah, come on. But did he mean it? Probably. But like the thing is, out of the three characters that he's discussing, yes, David I would say is the deepest when it comes to whole like characters' feelings, whether you hate him or not. Because you can Victoria's plain. Okay, so you automatically hate her. All right, even when most people even try to save her at the party. And Nathan, you gotta hate him. That's like the whole point of it. And then you figure out he was being manipulated. So then you're like, he's still bad, but look at the bigger bad that was puppeteering him, stuff like that. So you could really get in depth with some of these characters. Not Victoria, I ain't gonna lie. To be honest, I don't even know Victoria's motives. Like, why did she like hate Rachel Amber? She had to like the pictures in the room crossed her eyes out, like stuff like that. Maybe they could have did some more elaboration with her character. um the best time they could have did it is when when Max hopped into the picture the first time, but you know how it is.
This may be extremely questionable, but in the end, he, just like you, is trying to protect people.
It will take more than Ms. Grant and her petition to find missing students.
The problem is he has a really bad way of going about it, and his temper gets in the way of himself. In other words, unlike the
Yes, he has a temper, but does he go about it the worst way? Yeah, he's taking pictures of a depressed girl about to hop to the pavement pool, and yes, and he leaving the back door yes, okay, he is doing it the worst way possible. Yes, he has a temper, but that's the whole military stuff. Even though that's not an excuse, even though he says it's not an excuse, that's kind of the excuse. That's kind of where you got to be like, oh, he's all mad because of this and that.
other characters in this game, and despite how poorly written he actually is, he's one of the very few characters with actual nuanced depth to him. The problem is the writing of this character is still really on the nose, making it a bit too obvious what you're supposed to think about this character.
Isn't that your responsibility as head of security?
I don't want to fight with you.
Right, okay, so you're saying he's saying that it's too on the nose, too obvious. um was David too obvious to how you supposed to feel towards him? Not really, because the first interaction that most people have is David hitting Chloe when they come home, and he's saying, "Where's my gun?" Blah blah blah, and he's like very abrasive and bashful, loud, stuff like that. And I guess right here at this specific scene that he's showing, that's where everybody's like, "Oh, he's not trying to fight with anybody. Blah 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 stuff like that." Um, then at that point you could feel like the tide turning. I wouldn't say he was obvious though. I was saying like he's obviously not the bad guy, if that's what he's referencing. But I can say that I can't really say that. Oh, I know how they make me. I know how the writers want me to feel about this character. Like I felt like the character was just neutral. He was an asshole, but he was ultimately trying to do something good, like moderate, stuff like that. But let's keep going.
Next character is Kate Marsh, who is emotional manipulation the character. I'll get to her problems a little bit later, but as of right now, I'll just say this. I don't actually like Kate Marsh's character because she's a good character.
I don't. All right, let's let her finish.
I like her character because the game gaslighted me into liking her by making her kill herself. Otherwise, her character is I'm depressed and maybe Christian, which the game never explores.
Okay. Now I ain't gonna lie, Kate was pretty bland, but not as bland as Victoria. She's on the same blandness as Max, and gaslighting you into liking her. I never really liked Kate, but I didn't want her to jump. So I guess that's exactly what he just said. Uh, so I guess he's right. I ain't gonna lie, he's right. He's right. He's right. He's right.
Religion anyway. So if you take Christianity out of her character, you'd have the exact same character anyways, which is, in my opinion, a massive
Um, they did a little bit with her. She said she had an abstinence campaign, and right when she was having that or during, the video popped off, and then you can see the letters from her mom, her dad. Her mom's super like Christian oriented, like blah 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 blah. I'll pray for you and blah blah blah. Hussy horror, all that. But her dad was like, I saw what happened. I'm so sorry. You know, blah blah. And you know, her dad is loving, and you that has some Christian elements to it. So did they do a lot? No. Would you see those notes? Would you see those notes through a normal playthrough? Probably not, because a lot of people, sped past. I did too on my first playthrough. I ain't gonna lie. So, but if you're really looking for the information, it's kind of there. Not nothing too big with the whole Christianity thing, but I see where he's coming from.
Opportunity and could have actually added to her character. If Kate were more fleshed out, the themes of suicide and depression could have been a lot more stronger. But apparently, character traits don't actually exist according to this game. All these characters flounder in comparison to
Part 2, Chloe Price.
Chloe Price is one of the
Bro, he has a whole section to Chloe Price. Guys, I'm gonna say it beforehand, and then I'm gonna as the arguments come up, I'm gonna reaffirm them. I like Chloe. Okay, I I ain't gonna lie, I'm basically Chloe. Okay, listen, I'm the asshole friend that says shut the fuck up to the people that you like, and I'm the dick. I don't try to be right, but that's just how it happens, And I like Chloe's arc. I feel like well, she didn't really have no arc except for the like literally at the storm when she was like, actually, I don't want, but I feel like the intent, like the way that she acts is obviously the result of what happens like multiple, like you got Rachel, you got Max, you got her dad dying all around the same time, and a person would act out. Trust me, I know that a person would act out just like over little shit. So you shouldn't be really surprised if the fucking whole shaboing happens to a person at one time and she's start acting bananas. But let's see what he has to say.
worst fictional characters ever read. I fucking loathe her. This fucking petty bitch. And it's not just that she's flawed or anything. You can have a flawed character and still have them be a good character. The thing is, Chloe does a whole bunch of horrible bullshit to you in the game, but the game never follows up on it. Remember Kate Marsh, the character who was suicidal and had depression? Yeah, if you choose to call her on your cell phone, Chloe Price gets really mad at you.
Thanks, Max.
They do fall. All right. True. Like, what's okay? So the whole point of this scene was don't take the call. Do take the call. Call Kate. Tell her everything's gonna be fine. She says, and then if you do that when she's on the roof, she said you did call. You do care about me. You took the call. Blah blah blah. And what happens in the background if you take the call is she starts arguing with her mom again about something. Blah blah blah. And now she's in a worse mood because of it. And then the alternative is you don't talk to Chloe. And well, I ain't gonna lie, I haven't seen the not talk to Kate like in a while, so I can't say verbatim what happened. But she basically when Kate's on the roof, she says you didn't even pick up blah blah, blah stuff like that. So yes, I was a dick move, but it did follow up on it because if I believe if Kate's saved and you talk to her in the diner, when you go to visit her in the hospital, Chloe will say, I was acting like an asshole, blah blah. She was going through it and I didn't help, stuff like that. So they followed up on it, but guys, you following up on a choice based game, it's like super, super like difficult to stay and to make sense. So let's not sit here and pretend like this is a game where there's no choices and it's just streamlined, because then you could reference old stuff. But what if your character doesn't, what if a person doesn't pick this, what a character does pick that, so you can't like to weave all that together into a overwhelmingly positive type game like it is on the Steam charts, then you gotta give us some credit, you know what I'm saying?
If you'd rather chill with Kate.
We do not that you want to hang with Chloe anyways. She will abuse and play around with Max's time powers, using her supposed best friend as a tool. Well, after it's shown to be hurting her after overuse.
He is right, but he's saying it in such the most yeah, the most negative way possible. But yeah, he is right. I ain't gonna lie, he's right.
This power really messes with my head. Oh, boo-hoo. Max is afraid. I know you can handle this.
Okay. Like, okay, this is a little manipulation. I ain't gonna lie. She was talking about the gun. She was talking about the gun. Let's stop. Let's come on. You know what you did. You know what you did. Calm down. Listen, the scene that that Max just said is killing me in my head is when she passed out for playing when Chloe was aim training with the gun and she rewound too many times, hurt her head. She woke up said my head hurts, and then she gives Max the gun, and Max says I don't know how to feel about guns. And then she said, "Boo hoo, Max is afraid of guns. Guns. We're talking about guns, not the rewind power. Don't see. That's that. Hey, bro, you can't just do that, bro. You know what you're doing. Like you know what you was doing. But hey, no, that's not true at all. Well, okay. Max does. Chloe does abuse. So like I agreed prior, but what that like cut switch what he just did, that's not cool. You knew what that dialogue was talking about. Good boy.
I accuse you of camping. She constantly rails on Max for leaving her when she was 13.
Why does everybody in my life let me down?
Yeah, but she had the reason she okay, I already talked about this. A lot of that negative stuff happened to her at once. And when bad stuff happens to people, they tend to blame people that had nothing to do with it or didn't have a choice. Like she blames William. He didn't want to die. He didn't, but that's just how they feel because it's like they feel like they could have stopped it or something could have happened or it's a lot of things that go on in a person's mind when something like that happens, especially a death, and you got your friend leaving, and then you got your main squeeze leaving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that happened relatively all the close. So like you're not gonna be like all sunshines and rainbows, you know what I mean?
My dad gets killed, you bail on me for years.
And barely shows any compassion for anyone outside of herself.
Yes, Kate Marsh killed herself. She's dead. Such sad.
True. I ain't gonna lie, that dialogue is crazy. But yeah, she is yeah, like no doubt. And I feel like Sam you hit it on the head the most when he was at I believe he said, "Do you feel do you like how bro, I can't even remember right now." He said along the lines of, "Do you like how do you like how the anger feels or do you do it to mask your your connection with others," which it was probably the connection with others part. And I guess that was kind of directly from the developer saying like what's directly wrong with Chloe. So she she uses her like anger and how she speaks and how she talks about stuff to lash out to block herself from all the emotions and stuff that came with all the stuff that happened way back and that's happening now. So yeah, so because she and right now I think she's talking about Frank messing around with Rachel, and Rachel was supposed to be either her main squeeze or her best friend, and she didn't know anything about it, so she's pissed off and saying "fuck everybody" is like her coping mechanism. You know what I mean?
Okay? That doesn't make me feel better about my fucked up life, get it?
She's a massive hypocrite and believes the world constantly revolves around her.
I thought you believed in gun control. Yes, I believe I should control the gun.
Okay, but kind of, but it comes with the territory, like I said.
It's the men who need to be checked. Jesus!
And yes, she did shoot herself and get stuck in the way. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see the point. I see the point.
Shot myself! Ah, I shot myself!
That was self defense. See, if you was a better bro, if you had better dialogue, she wouldn't even blick the dog. Nah, that is crazy. Blick the dog and okay, I feel you. But I don't think okay. But if I show you a compilation of Nathan smoking Chloe and Jefferson smoking Chloe in Junkyard, you'll be like, oh, this was she was talking. So like, come on. But I get what you say. I get what you say.
You fucking killed my dog!
I just shot a man and his dog.
And once again, the game never follows up on this. The game acts like Chloe is all badass and
Okay. Does the game follow up on Chloe being a bad person? I remember one scene where Max and Chloe were arguing in the car on the way to school, and she was saying, it's William didn't meet. million and try to die. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with stuff like that. Uh, does the game really? It at the end, around the end when you were going through all the like, dream trip out stuff, and you were sitting with yourself when Max was talking to Max. She was saying how Chloe is manipulating you, and then Chloe kind of comes in and says, "You shut the fuck up. Yeah, our friendship is strong." So they he's right. He's right. I ain't gonna lie. I can't really think off the head, but there's nothing. If I can't think of it off the dome, then it didn't happen. It happened very rarely, like I said, in the car and in that dream state. So you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
One shit, but also deeply broken. But she never actually improves herself throughout the story. She's never given any real
True. Minor stuff change, but yeah, he's overall correct.
consequences. And just when you think she is, and might start actually going through shit that changes her as a person, nope, just reverts to the same fucking garbage character. Either that or the game gets so convoluted that it forgets what proper character arcs are. Oh, and another thing. You're not really allowed to dislike Chloe in this game. Oh, you can try. You can certainly.
True. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But you can't dislike it, but it still coincides with what I said before. Like they want to tell a story, kind of how like Detroit Become Humans wants to tell a story, and kind of like Walking. I think the other multiplayer games called Telltale Walking Dead wants to tell a story. They want to tell a story so you could deviate slightly, but not like in Detroit Become Human. You can't not be friends with Hank. You can't just say, "Oh, I don't want to work with him. Give me a new partner." You can't do that. You have to work with Hank. He's built into the story. He's for the story. Chloe is a part of the story. She's building the story, so you can't really say you don't like her, even though you might not. You know what I'm saying?
Try. The game is set up in such a way where you can't really truly talk back to Chloe, but everything gets haphazardly resolved anyway, so who cares? Oh, and here's something even funny.
True.
So the reason Chloe is a fucking bitch is because her dad died years ago in a fatal, horrible car crash. And she's mad at him for this, I guess?
Well, no, okay. Okay, I don't know if he knows, but that is a common thing of deaths and like people dying and stuff like that. People are angry and upset at the person that died, mad at them, for dying or something along those lines. But that's just a normal part of grieving though. So being mad at the death of a father is that's completely natural. So it is like, come on, chill, chill, chill.
Being lost one blame. My fucking dad, of course. Hello?
Yeah, I blame my dead dad for driving and getting into an accident.
But yeah, like I already said it. I only got to repeat myself.
Nobody else was involved in it or anything.
He chose to go out that door and leave me forever. Chloe, your dad didn't choose to leave me.
This was the argument I was talking about a minute ago, by the way.
It was just a terrible accident. I wish that made me feel better. But ever since he died, my life has been dipped in shit.
But whatever, okay. So I said earlier that Max can travel through time through photos, right? Long story short, Max creates an alternate timeline where Chloe's dad lives, and this causes Chloe to eventually get in a car crash and become a quadriplegic.
This man was the source of it all.
Yeah, I wasn't joking earlier. The game is gaslighting you into liking her. The real fun.
Is this gaslight? It is sympathy points. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't know if it's full gaslight. Like, well, okay, let's change the word gaslighting into convincing. Are they trying to convince you to like Chloe? Yes, because that's like the main part of the story. It's that's like the whole thing. You're supposed to, you're supposed to Chloe's supposed to be your backup, okay? Supposed to be your partner, blah blah. So them convincing you to like Chloe is in their best interest, okay? So let's just switch up the words.
Funny part though is that unironically, she's actually a better character. She's a lot nicer to you. Doesn't blame everyone else for her fucking problems.
Well, okay, but that's like obviously like come on, like her dad is living. She got into a wreck, and she's around her family all the time. She hasn't seen her friend in so long. Of course, she's gonna be nice. The circumstances of the Chloes are extremely different, and that's why you're gonna have extremely different people. That's like people coming from a household where both parents, one parent, no parent, foster care, grandparent. like you're gonna have different people. If a single person was placed in all those scenarios I just spoke of, then yeah, you're gonna have different people. Some of them are gonna be better, some of them are gonna be worse. But the reason they are that Chloe that those Chloes are how they are is because there's what happened, the circumstance. So it like of course she's gonna be nicer to you. Her dad didn't die. Her friend did leave, but she never talked to Rachel Amber. So she's kind of at the point where there's life, so she's more coping with it. And then, but she does have the father that she loves the most. Like she'll talk to him every day. They used to have the swear jar. Like it used to be fun. But then, the other Chloe, blue hair Chloe, her dad died. The friend moves, main squeeze going. Mom's fighting. A whole getting expelled. It's because those things pile on. You know what I'm saying? But so what I'm saying is characters can be different. That's what I'm saying. And so I get another loop.
Problem. And even if the dialogue is fucking garbage,
It is hella cold out here. Hella? I hate that word, no offense.
Listen, all right, we're gonna talk about the dialogue now. Or I guess we're gonna talk about it now. Listen, the dialogue is perfect. Okay, first of all, it fits the time. All right, so yes, bro. Listen, I challenge any of you to go to a meme compilation from 2017, and either you will see the funniest shit in your life, or you will cringe harder than the. For me it'll be 2015, but it has to be memes that you've seen growing up. So I guess like go to 2019. Go to 2019 meme compilations and see all you like the terrible memes that were funny back then but are terrible now. Bro, I did that one time. The meme compilations are like half of them are hilariously funny for no reason, and the other half are so cringy it's making my brain hurt. But basically, okay, so what I'm getting at is dialogue. The way people talk, the way people acted back then are going to be cringy because it's not now. Like if you made a game, if Life is Strange was now, and he say lit, cool, fam, whatever, then like 20 years later you'd be like, they said lit, ew, like stuff like that. So, and also for like the dialogue that's like what the fuck are you even saying here? Like half of Nathan's fucking dialogue. I think it's just funny. I like the dialogue. I think it's supposed to be funny. Like, is that grass? That's an iconic line. That shit is funny as hell. Who the fuck says that bullshit?
I kind of wanted to spend more time with her. And yet, that's not what the game wanted at all. The game wants you to go, oh, she's no longer on two legs anymore. Please give me the old fucking whore ass, bitch ass Chloe.
I don't think it was really say. I'm just I for all right. When I played that um section, it was more of which one do you want? Like, what Chloe do you want? Do you want Chloe that's about to die and that is happy and somewhat content, or do you want Chloe that's living but is having so many emotional problems, lashing out, being an asshole overall? And since the story wants you to go with that, that's what you'll go to. If it was true choice based game, which no choice based game is true choice based. Yeah, you just can't do it. There might be a choice where whether or not you get to stay with individual, and then that could be, I guess, the end. Um, but yeah, the story wants you to go to blue hair, but I feel like blue hair is the. If I had a choice, I would go blue hair too. Mainly because I like the character, but some people won't like that character. So he's saying that he doesn't like the character. That's valid if he doesn't like the character, but I don't think that they're trying to make you seem like what this one's better than this one. I think it's fun to see like this is how it could have turned out, and that's how it turned out. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, if it meant having a better character in her place, I would go up to this blue-haired cunt, slam her on the ground, and break her spine myself. For all these reasons, Chloe really doesn't work at all. In complete contrast, look at my man Gary from Bully. In that game, him being an unlikable dude,
Bully's a good game.
douchebag isn't shied away at all. In fact, he's the main antagonist. Like Max and Chloe, Jimmy is essentially Gary's tool. But not only is that game not fucking lying to you, but Gary gaslighting you actually makes sense in the game. Bully is much more effective because
But bro, I feel like I feel like Bully is one of his favorite games, and Life is Strange is not. one of his favorite games. So he's using very very considered language when he talks about, because if I said Gary is the textbook criminal, all he does is he talks about him not being on meds, and then that's the excuse for acting crazy. Everybody would be like, oh, he is kind of a playing character. But if I said, oh, he hasn't been taking his meds, so he's going through a bunch of hallucinations, and he feels like everybody's out to get him, and gave you this whole this whole salute and rave and rant about it, then you'll be like, oh, he is a deep character. So I feel like just saying that, oh, they're not deep characters or they are deep characters isn't really whether or not they're deep characters. Like, uh, because I watched Bully, I played a little bit of it way when it came out, like way back in the day, but I didn't really remember anything from it. But I read the one playthrough I remember when was when I think Dashi played it. So somebody played it in like 2018 or something. Somebody played it and then it got reinvigorated. And the story for Bully, I'm not gonna say you lie. I don't even know why Gary was mad at us in the first place. Like I know he said that he thought Gary thought that Jimmy wanted to rule the school, but he never said anything like that, and he just went on a tirade. So like I don't know, man. I'm just stating the facts. I'm just stating the facts. I ain't gonna lie, this video just hit an hour. That is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, this is the longest I ever recorded, and it don't feel too good. So we're gonna stop shortly after we get to like we'll go over like two more points and then we'll stop.
Gary
It might get a part two if you guys mess with it. It's gonna get a part two regardless, I ain't gonna lie.
actually does try to harm you throughout the game, and has resolution when you kick his fucking ass. Finally standing up to him and not taking his bullshit anymore. Nothing like this ever happens in Life is Strange. Instead, Max just takes Chloe's.
But I don't but bro, no, you can't compare it, bro. You cannot compare. I forgot his name already. The bad character that's supposed to be the main antagonist of Bully versus Chloe that's supposed to be the main, you know, side character. Like you can't those roles don't correlate. That would be if you want to. The only person you could compare to similar to that is the little guy that's always with the Jimmy and the other one. So like the one that the other guy picks on. I don't know why I just blinked on their name. Gary, the one that Gary picks on all the time. That's more of the Chloe role, even though he's not there a lot of the time. But like you can't compare those two roles. They're two different roles. That's like trying to compare the side character to the main villain and saying, "Oh, one's bad, one's not bad." Like, come on, you're not supposed to. There's no, you're not supposed to fight Chloe and then get resolved. That's not the goal. The goal for Life is Strange is to figure out what happened to Kate and find out why the storm is happening and try to stop it. Stuff like that. It's like what?
Bullshit over and over again until everything kind of resolves itself, which is not good. It also helps that Gary is a way more entertaining character. His condescendence is
Okay, Gary. Okay, when we talk about straight charisma, I ain't gonna lie, Gary got it down packed. I gotta give respect to my man Gary. He was a fun character, kind of like that. So, I'm blanking out. I'm not gonna remember it. We're gonna skip it. But basically, yeah, he's right. He's right. When we come down to straight charisma, now who would I want to be friends with? I'm pretty sure Chloe, the punk rock girl that sometimes shoot people. I'd rather be friends with the guy that literally tries to incite gang wars onto you. So, like, which one I want to chill with, Chloe, but which one that is more entertaining? Gary, I ain't gonna lie.
just way more fun, and he's genuinely way more charismatic, which is
Charisma, like I said.
the entire point. I can genuinely see why people follow him. He's so entertaining.
Why'd you do it, Gary? I thought we were friends. Friends? You and me. I've taken dumps that had more brains than you, friend.
He's like what Chloe, Victoria, and Nathan all wish they could be. And in fact, I think he would actually patronize these.
And he's still lumping Chloe into like I don't. Chloe's not supposed to be like that is not supposed to be the main antagonist, you know. So like he's still like if he said David in that place, that would make more sense. But David's also not main protagonist, main antagonist. The main antagonist is supposed to be Nathan, and then Victoria is supposed to be the what is supposed to be on his side, so that he doesn't seem like such an outcast, just like Hayden. People barely talk to Hayden, but Hayden has some interesting dialogue about, oh, he gets a little crazy off his mad. Fuck the haters. And then Max says he's more than crazy, and he's like, everybody wants to kill the rich kid. He's a fun guy to hang out with, but you don't. So like, okay, when if you taking everything from Life is Strange, I'm talking about talk to each NPC, click on every poster, and have Max talk about it for 30 minutes. Then everything you can see, then they will have more depth than what he's letting on, you know. But I see what he's saying. I don't agree with it, but I see what he's saying though.
Kind of character.
Why does everybody in my life let me down? My dad gets killed, you bail on me for years. My mother gloms on a step fucker.
Yeah, I've been expelled from anywhere halfway decent because I'm really bad. Give up the tough guy act, pal.
I blame somebody, otherwise it's all my fault. Fuck that.
Look at you. Leave me alone, Gary. I'm really self-important.
And also these, I feel like other than what I've already stated, how characters they're in the wrong position to be compared. They also are like totally different in their mindset. See, like because they Chloe and Gary, I think is his name, fits their characters well, amazingly actually, and because Gary is supposed to be he's supposed to be gaslighting you. He's supposed to be mu- mu- manipulating you and others into getting what he wants. Like, as soon as you get to the dorms, he already is talking about being off the meds. Or well, it happened eventually. I don't know if it happened at the dorms, but so I just think that the only reason he's comparing the two is because they're both set in this quote unquote, college, not college, high school, not high school setting, and they're slightly similar in how they're mean or how they treat other people. And that's basically where the comparison stops. So you comparing the two characters basically is crazy. Anyway, but I am gonna stop it here mainly because we're already at an hour, which I didn't think it was gonna be fast. I do talk a lot. Who would have fucking guessed it? Um, if you like it, just comment. Like I said, no hate to him. I'm just trying to speak facts. I like talking about Life is Strange. I like debates and stuff. To said he's gonna have me on this podcast soon, so I'll be on there screaming and ranting about Cyberpunk and Life is Strange like I always do because those two games won't leave my mouth. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, you know how it is. Roll the outro.
Cool. I'm always worried about my city boy.